why that has been the best quality of lead source for you, a shade under a decade. What makes it such a great lead? And then let's talk about actually finding them, and then maybe how we can, how someone potentially could partner up with you or work with you on these pre-probate leads nationwide. Because I know you're trying to get your voice out there, and would be powerful to connect you with folks that are listening to this.
Yeah, your first question I think was
why is it the best quality of lead for you since 2011?
When I look for a lead, or you look for a lead, when I say the royal we of us as investors, what I mean is we're looking for people that have motivation and equity. If a person doesn't have motivation or equity, that's not really a real estate lead in my mind. Very rarely do we buy houses from people our age. I know, Carlos, you're younger than me, but you know what I mean? Like, under 60-ish, let's say. I'm 42, you're much younger than me. And so we don't normally buy houses from people our age, unless on the rare occasion we do, but most of the time, we're as investors, we're trying to look for houses where we can add value. And those houses are normally houses that somebody's lived in for a long time that they didn't do the updates on, right? So you've got this perfect storm of, it's not about, I hate to say it's not about the money, because it will come down to the money, but in that moment when you're moving mom into senior living and you find out that her cost of living just went up exponentially, because you're not going to take her to the dumpy place in town, you're going to take her to the nice senior living community, right? There's this guilt involved with taking mom to senior living. So now you got to figure out a way to pay for it, and mom has a pension but not a lot of savings. So always it comes down to the house that she bought in 1973 that's got shag carpet from 1973, like these houses that are the ones that we're looking for, the ones that we can add value to. The family in that moment, they're trying to get mom the best care. And so they have to come in from, the average, I think they said the average is adult child lives 400 miles away from mom. Well, if you live 400 miles away from mom, are you going to do a good rehab of that house?
Yeah, definitely not.
You go meet with a real estate agent and they say, step one, clean out the house. That right there is easily a 60-day project. The houses I looked at 3 houses this morning. They're all full of stuff. Life happens. It's like, what do you do with the stuff? So even the stuff could be a non-starter. People are like, I'm never going to get this house retail ready because there's so much work to do on the front end, and I don't even live in this town, right? So I come in as this guy who's going to make a reasonable offer. I want to do what I say, help them with the stuff, help, almost be like a quarterback to unlock this puzzle that they're dealing with as a family. And Carlos, you see the weight get lifted off the family's shoulders. When you do this right, you can really help people and find really good houses to buy. I mean, I take a lot of pride in what I do. And I feel like even if I get a lead from senior living, even if I can't help that person, like buy it, if they're going to say no to my offer, that's fine. But I'm going to give them so much value, because so often these adult children tell me, I was not prepared for any of this. There's no manual or book you can take on how to help mom through the senior living process, and so it's one of those things where, like, right now my mission, if I could just say exactly what my mission is to find the right investors nationwide to work with on these leads, because I truly care about the people side of it. If you don't care about the people side, it's going to be a hard road.